right, ladies and gentlemen, the very last thing that we need to talk about is how to tell just by looking at a graph that something is a function. And for that, we use the vertical line test. And a vertical line, as you know, is a line that goes straight up and down like the y-axis, okay? And what does that mean in the graph? This is the graph that we just did for our function rule when we were learning function rules. And you take a vertical line, and remember the kind of metaphor I was giving you was of a vending machine. So this would be along the x-axis down here. Okay, this is the every time you use the vending machine. Okay, and every time you use the vending machine, you can only get one thing back. So here would be along the y-axis if this is using the vending machine. Then along the y-axis would be the food. Okay, so every time I use the vending machine, what if it's the 5th time or whatever here? I have to go up along a vertical straight line. You could just use a ruler and place your ruler along here. And you need to make sure it only crosses the line one time, that there's only one point, that big point I made right there. Okay, and then whatever here, this is the food that you got that time, right? But not only for just one point, you need to make sure that no matter where you draw a vertical line, it only crosses the function, it only crosses this graph at one point. You can only get one thing at a time out of this vending machine, the specific function vending machine that we're using, okay? Now, what would it look like? What if it wasn't just a straight line? What if it was a parabola? Okay, and that's interesting. A parabola, as you know, and we could just do it way up here, and I know you did this in 8th grade, but we haven't gone over it yet in 9th grade, is going to look like either a bowl or a U, or it could be the opposite. It could be a rainbow, or like an N. So why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because you could potentially, like if I make a point here and I make a point here, that's two y values that are the same thing. And that's okay. You can get Cheez-Its twice. You just can't get them twice at the same time. Okay? You can get them maybe the 3rd time that you use the vending machine, and you can get them the 10th time you use the vending machine. That's fine. But what cannot happen is, and this time I'm going to draw something that is not a function. So if you need to stop right now and digest what I've just said, digest because I'm talking about food. If you need to stop and digest what I just said, because the next thing I'm going to draw on here is something that is not a function. So both the parabola and this linear relationship, those are functions. Because every time I'm using the vending machine, I'm only getting one thing back. Okay? Now, this is not a function. Okay? And the reason this is not a function, if we just go straight down from x is 3, right? If we just go straight down from x is 3, that means the 3rd time I'm using the vending machine, I'm getting Cheez-Its, and I'm also getting Tootsie Rolls. But remember, I can only get one thing at a time. So if it's showing two things at the same time, it is not a function. Something's not working correctly. The vending machine is broken. The function machine is broken. It is no longer a function machine. And this is the vertical line test, and make sure you write this down. The vertical line test is how you can tell if a graph is a function. don't forget this. And you can use it. We use it all the way forever, however far up in math you go. You will use it next year. You will use it the year after that. You use it in calculus. You will use it for as many math classes as you take. So this is maybe the first time that you've heard of this, maybe not. But from now on, vertical line test to tell if a graph is a function.